Good morning, students. Students, as you all know, we are about to begin our final exams. So children, are you preparing for your exams? Yes. So children, first of all, let me tell you the portion for final exams for Science Part 1. Lesson number 11, Reflection of Light. Lesson number 12, Study of Sound. And lesson number 13, Carbon, an important element. So these three lessons are coming in your final exams for Science Part 1. In today's video, we shall be discussing the revision of these three lessons that will surely help you to get a good score in your final exams. So children, are you all ready to learn with me? Okay, let's get started. Let's start with question number 1, fill in the blanks. First, sound does not travel through dash. Answer, vacuum. The incidence of dash in daily life shows that the velocity of a sound is less than the velocity of light. Answer, thunderstorm. Third, to discover a sunken ship or objects deep inside the sea, dash technology is used. It is sonar. All the carbon compounds in a saturated hydrocarbon dash electrons. Answer is share electrons. At least one carbon bond in an unsaturated hydrocarbon is dash. Answer is double. Dash is essential element in all organic compounds. Yes, correct. The answer is carbon. The element hydrogen is present in dash organic compounds. Yes, in all organic compounds. Okay. Question number 2. Answer the following questions. First, why are carbon and its compound used as fuels? Answer, carbon and its compounds are used as fuel because most of the carbon compound produce lot of heat and energy when burnt in air. That is, they have high calorific value. Second question. What is an echo? What factors are important to get a distinct echo? Answer. The repetition of sound caused by its reflection of a hard surface is known as echo. Factors important to get a distinct echo are: the minimum distance between the source and reflector of sound should be 17 meters. The size of reflector must be large enough as compared to the wavelength of the sound wave. Third one, where and why are sound absorbing material used? Answer, the sound absorbing materials are used on the roofs and walls of auditorium, concert halls, theatres, etc. In these places, excessive reverberation is highly undesirable. Due to presence of sound absorbing materials, the sound reflected from rigid surfaces is absorbed by these materials and hence reverberation is subdued. Let's see the next question. Why does obtaining the image of a sun on a paper with the help of a concave mirror burn the paper? You must have done this. Let's see why it happens so. The rays from the sun are parallel. When these rays fall on the concave mirror, they are converged to a single point on the focal plane of the mirror. Thus, a lot of heat is produced at that point. Now, if a paper is placed at that point to get the image of the sun, the paper gets burnt because of huge amount of heat concentrated at that point. Understood, children? Good. Next question. Why are the mirrors fitted on the outside of the cars convex? Answer. Convex mirrors have the ability to cover wider field of view by forming diminished and virtual images of the objects. Thus, the mirrors fitted on the outside of cars are convex so that larger view of the road can be observed by the driver sitting in the car. Question number 6. Complete the following chemical reaction. First, CH4 plus 2O2 gives us CO2 plus 2H2O plus heat. Second, CH4 plus Cl2 in the presence of light gives us CH3Cl plus HCl. Got it, children? Moving to the next question. Question number 3. Answer the following. First, what sign conventions are used for reflection from a spherical mirror? Answer. The sign conventions are represented in the following diagram. Look at this diagram carefully, children. Now we will write the points. First, objects are always placed to the left of the mirror. That is, light must fall on the mirror from left to right. All distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. Distances along the direction of the incident ray, that is along the positive axis, are taken as positive, while distances along the direction of the reflected ray, that is along negative axis, are taken as negative. Heights measured perpendicular to and above the principal axis along the positive y-axis are taken as positive, and heights measured perpendicular to and below the principal axis, that is along negative y-axis, are taken as negative. Understood, children? Next is write the uses of diamond. Uses of diamond are as follows. They are used in ornaments. Diamonds are used in glass cutting and rock drilling machines. Diamond dust is used for polishing other diamonds. Diamond is used to make windows giving protection from radiations in space and in artificial satellites. Diamond knives are used in eye surgery. Let's move to the next question. What are the different types of coal? What are their uses? Answer. The different types of coal are: first, peat. It is the first step of coal formation. It has high water content and less than 60% carbon content. Next, lignite. Lignite is a transformed form of peat and has around 25 to 35% of carbon content. It is a low quality brown coal with very little percentage of carbon in it. It is, however, used in generation of electricity. Bituminous. It is the most commonly found variety of coal in India. Is bituminous and has a carbon content of 70 to 90%. It is used for almost all daily requirements of coal. Anthracite. It is the best known variety of coal found in India. It has a carbon content of more than 80%, which makes it suitable for iron smelting. Let's see the next question. Explain the difference between crystalline and non-crystalline forms of carbon, that is amorphous solids and crystalline solids. They have an irregular shape. In crystalline, they have a definite characteristic geometrical shape. They have only short range order in the arrangement of constituent particles, and they have long range order in the arrangement of constituent particles. They gradually melt and soften over a range of temperature, while they have sharp and characteristic melting point. Fourth point, when cut with sharp edge tool, they cut into two pieces with irregular shapes. When cut into with a sharp edge tool, they split into two pieces with plain and smooth, newly generated surfaces. They do not have definite heat of fusion, while the crystalline form have definite and characteristic heat of fusion. Moving to the next question. Question number 4. Write scientific reason. First, the intensity of reverberation is higher in a closed and empty house. Answer. In an empty house, there is no sound absorbers present, such as furnitures, curtains, etc. Also, if the room is closed, the sound cannot escape the room. Thus, the sound goes through multiple reflections from the rigid walls of a closed and empty room, without the reflection of the sound being absorbed. Hence, the intensity of reflection do not fade. Due to this, the intensity of reverberation is higher in a closed and empty room. Got it, children? Second, graphite is a conductor of electricity. Graphite is not used in ornament. Answer. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity because there are free electrons present between its layers. These free electrons move continuously within the entire layer and thus lead to conduction of electricity. Graphite is not used in making ornaments because it is soft, brittle and slippery. It cannot be molded like gold and silver, and neither does it possess an luster, which is a desired characteristic in jewelry. Third, we cannot hear the echo produced in a classroom. Answer. The classrooms are designed in such a way that the distance between the walls are less than 17.2 meters. Due to this, the reflection of sound from to walls or echoes reaches our ears before 0.1 second. Because of this, we are not able to distinguish between the original sound and the echo produced in the classroom. Fourth, biogas is an eco-friendly fuel. Answer. Biogas is an eco-friendly fuel because it helps to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions and our dependency on fossil fuels. It is produced from decomposition of organic matter. Thus, is an effective way of disposal of organic waste. Moving ahead to question number 5, answer in brief. Write 2 physical properties of each. First one, diamond. It is the hardest naturally occurring substance. Pure diamond is colorless, transparent but brittle solid. Second, charcoal. It is a highly porous and brittle material. It is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Third, fullerene. They exist in the form of buckyballs and bucky tube. They are made up of 60 carbon atoms. Question number 2. Explain the properties of carbon. Answer. Carbon has the following properties. First, let's see the physical properties. Carbon is a soft, dull grey or black non-metal. It exists in two forms, that is, crystalline and non-crystalline forms. This property is termed as allotropy. Now we will see the chemical properties. The chemical properties of carbon can be explained on the basis of reaction which carbon and its compounds show. First, combustion reaction. Carbon, in all its allotropic form, burns an oxygen to give carbon dioxide along with the release of heat and light. This reaction is termed as combustion reaction. Next, oxidation reaction. Pure carbon is oxidized to give carbon dioxide when burnt in air. Similarly, hydrocarbons can be easily oxidized on burning. Substances that have the ability to oxidize other substances are known as oxidizing agents. Alkaline potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate are examples of oxidizing agents. For example, the oxidation of ethanol in the presence of potassium permanganate leads to the formation of ethanoic acid. Let's classify carbon. Carbon exists in two different forms, that is, allotropic and amorphous form. First, crystalline form. Diamond. In diamond, each atom of carbon of the given crystal unit is surrounded by 4 other carbon atoms, which are joined by covalent bonds, such that they form a regular tetrahedron. The diamond crystal is a compact structure in which atoms of a single unit lie in different planes. Thus, the atoms cannot slip because of their different positions in different planes, and hence, diamond is the hardest naturally occurring substance. Next, graphite. In graphite, atoms of a single crystals are arranged in hexagonal ring in a single plane. The bonds between the carbon atoms of two single crystals in the parallel planes are weak. Thus, one plane can easily slide over another plane by applying pressure. This is why graphite is soft and can be used as a lubricant. Next, Buckminster Fullerin. It is the third and the most recently discovered allotrope of carbon. Buckminster Fullerin is a cluster of 60 carbon atoms arranged in the form of a football. It is named after the American architect Buckminster Fuller, as it resembles the geodesic dome designed by him. Since it contains 60 carbon atoms, its chemical formula is C60. Next, amorphous or non-crystalline form. Charcoal. It is produced from the bones of animals, combustion of wood, etc. Coal. It is formed by decomposition of dead remains of plants when they got buried in the land owing to the high temperature and pressure condition present there. Based on the content of carbon present, normally 3 types of coal deposit exist, and these are as follows. Lignite with 25 to 35% of carbon content. Anthracite with carbon content of more than 80%. Bituminous coal with 60 to 80% carbon. peat with less than 60% of carbon content. So children, this is all about the revision of Science Part 1 which we have just discussed in this video. Children, please learn all the answers provided to you, and I'm sure this will really help you in your final exams. Children, stay calm and study hard. And good luck for your exams, children. Thank you for listening to me.